Take one from Facebook, from Karen MacDonald. Which party leader will eradicate the farcical Prime Minister's Question Time? Don't we have enough comedies on TV without having this rerun over and over again and again?
Oh, now this is the... Amen. Look, at 5 minutes to 12 every Wednesday, I can tell you, I put my head in my hands and think, why have I got to do this? It's a nightmare. But does it have a purpose? I don't know. Maybe you all think it hasn't got. I think there are 2 points to it, I suppose. One is that members of Parliament, from whatever party, they can ask you any question they like. And so you've got to try and be on top of your game and on top of everything that's happening. And that has a knock-on advantage, which is it means that as Prime Minister, you've got to know everything that's going on in your government. And so it does enforce some accountability of the departments and the ministers to you and through you to Parliament. So yes, it is noisy and crazy and infuriating and all the rest of it, but there is some sort of point to it. Does that make any sense? Well, let's ask the audience.
Let's ask Chris.
What do you think, Chris? Scrap it or do it?
I think PMQs is horrible. I think it's one of the biggest disengagers for voters. Right. And I think it's really petty. I think everybody involved, including yourself, you stand there, and you shout at other members of the House. It's disgusting, and I think it's horrible. I think it's
Chris,
abhorrent.
I have every sympathy. I want to say maybe I'll get you a ticket. And you can come and sit in the House of Commons chamber, and you can see the noise that is in there, and that is why sometimes you do have to shout just to try and make yourself heard. I agree. It is not representative of what Parliament does. 98% of what Parliament does is scrutinising legislation, questioning ministers more responsibly, the work of select committees, making sure our laws make sense. I mean, there's some really good work done in Parliament. This is like one piece. And it is, you're right, it is like the sort of Roman circus. But look, the last person to ask to change it, in a way, if I changed it, said, you know what, let's get rid of this, I think people would think you're running away from accountability. So I don't think I can do it, but I do wish we could make it a bit more responsible.